How to set up Claude Dispatch easy tutorial. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be diving into something that can seriously level up your productivity. How to set up Claude Dispatch in a simple and very easy way. Now here's the thing. Most people will use AI just to answer questions or generate their content. But what if your AI could do things for you automatically? Now that's exactly what Claude Dispatch is going to be designed for. It allows you to create automated workflows where Claude can respond, act, and even handle tasks without you consistently prompting it. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step through setting it up, showing you how it works, and help you build your first automation so you can start saving time immediately. So let's talk about what the Claude Dispatch feature actually does. Claude Dispatch is essentially an automation system that is built into Claude. Now that lets you create triggers and actions. So instead of manually asking the AI to do something every time, you will define a workflow once and it runs automatically when certain conditions are met. You can also go ahead and have Claude dispatched on your computer. Basically, you can assign tasks from your phone that Claude will do on your computer. It's a simple point, click, and complete task platform. So let's say you want a specific workflow on summarizing new documents on your PC or responding to messages or organizing information. Think of it as giving your AI a job. Once it knows what to do, it just keeps doing it efficiently in the background. Now, moving on, how do you access Claude Dispatch? Now, currently, Claude Dispatch is only available on the Claude Pro and Claude Max subscribers. Computer use is supported on Mac OS and Windows, and you will need to enable it in the desktop app settings. You'll also need to make sure your desktop app is awake and running, because if it is turned off on your desktop, it will not be able to use the dispatch features correctly. So what you do is you come over here, and right here, first of all, in the plans section, you're going to go ahead and upgrade your plans. You're going to need at least the Pro plan, because as you can see in the Pro plan, you get Claude Code, Cowork, unlimited projects, memory across conversations, etc. And now this will include your dispatch as well. Now, once you get the dispatch from here, what you're going to be doing is you're going to make sure that your PC and your Claude are obviously connected accordingly. Now you can go ahead and choose it from the connectors, click on add custom connector and add a remote MCP server onto your PC and add the URL in here, but that's obviously a lot more technical, okay? To make it easier for yourself, just go ahead and add in your Claude code and create a dispatch from there. Now, once you get it connected, you're going to see an option to create a new dispatch, and this is where you define what your AI should do and when it should do it. All right, it's going to look a lot like this, okay, where it says turn on computer use. Claude will take screenshots of your screen, etc. You're going to turn it on, give it all the permissions it needs. It's going to ask you these app permissions, etc. And once you've done that, you're simply going to go ahead and go to your Claude phone, tell it something to do, and it's going to do so. And as you can see, a new feature in Claude Cowork, and also available in Claude Code, that lets you have one continuous conversation with Claude from your phone or your desktop. You can assign Claude a task on your phone, turn your attention to something else, and then open up the finished working on your computer. And basically, it is going to be available on your Claude Code. With Dispatch, you can tell Claude to automatically check your emails every morning or pull some metrics every week, or spin up a Claude Cowork or Claude Code session for a report or a pull request. So do make sure that you have access to the Claude Code and Claude Cowork, and obviously once you've gotten access to that, you can start creating your dispatched workflows. A dispatch is built around two main parts, okay? The trigger and the action. Now the trigger is what starts the workflow, and the action is what Claude does in response. So start by selecting a trigger. This could be something like receiving new content or detecting a file update or even a scheduled time. Now, once your trigger is set, you define the action, and this is where you tell Claude what to do. You might ask it to summarize content, generate a response for you, or even extract key points or organize data. The key here is going to be absolute clarity. Just like regular prompts, the better you describe the task, the better Claude performs it. Now, Connecting data sources is also really important. So for Claude Dispatch to be useful, it needs to access all the data that it can. You can either create artifacts for yourself, or what you can do is you're going to go over to customize, go to connectors, and connect all the data nodes that are used in your PC. Like let's say I use a lot of Figma, I use a lot of Google Drive, you can have it connected for yourself. And obviously by connecting these things, what you're going to do is you're going to enable your Claude to get a proper, working ethic with your PC. And once connected, Claude can actually monitor these sources and act whenever new information on them appears. For example, if you need or if you connect a document folder or Google Drive or maybe Google Sheets, Claude can automatically summarize every new file added to it. This turns your workflow from manual to absolutely automatic. So instead of checking things yourself, the AI handles it for you. Now, once all of this is done, you can also go ahead and test and refine your workflows. Trigger the workflow manually or wait for the conditions to occur and observe how Claude will respond to you. You can check if the output is accurate, relevant, and useful. If something feels off, refine your instructions. Maybe the prompt needs more detail or the trigger needs adjustment. This step is very important because automation only works well when it's precise. A small tweak can make a big difference in how effective your workflow actually is. You can automate content creation by having Claude generate you a lot of work. And you can also have it use, in your convenience. Like let's say you're on a subway and in the subway, you just remembered that, oh my God, I needed to take meeting notes. You can tell Claude to do that through your phone. And if the Claude is on your desktop and your desktop is, of course, turned on, you can go ahead and manage that by ease sitting in the subway. You don't need to worry. You don't need to have a whole stress attack that, oh my God, I'm going to be late for my work because Claude is there for you. Claude is your very own automated assistant that's going to do all of your work. Now, the beauty of this system is absolute flexibility. Once you understand how it works, you can build workflows for almost anything and do work from almost anywhere in the world. Over time, these automations and these dispatches can save hours of manual work and make your entire workflow more efficient. So once you're comfortable with basic workings, you can start scaling. Instead of just one dispatch, you can create multiple workflows for different tasks. Some can handle a lot of content, others can manage all of your data, and it's a whole AI driven process. As you build more automations, as you dispatch more, your system becomes more powerful. You're essentially creating a network of AI driven processes that work together in the background. This is where Claude Dispatch becomes more than just a tool. It becomes a productivity system. And that is basically how Claude Dispatch works and how you set it up in a simple, clean, and easy way. From understanding how it works to creating workflows, connecting data, and scaling your automation, you now have everything that you need to start with when it's using this AI and using it not just as a tool, but as something that actively works for you. So if you found this tutorial helpful, please do make sure to drop down a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to see more videos like this in the future, let me know down in the comments below, and I'm going to be making more for you. Till then, that is going to be all from me, and I'm going to be seeing all of you in the next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.